And welcome to On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. I'm Shuntai Hill.
And I'm Johnell Allen Bay, and welcome to another episode.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, good.
You look beautiful.
Oh, why, thank you.
I'm glad you put my clothes together.
So today we are talking about the rise of the Black woman. There's a lot of things that has happened
Wow.
in our country,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Wow.
We got some amazing things.
We do. You know, when you say the rise of the Black woman, to me that's so powerful because of the fact I have a great appreciation for womanhood, and so to say that it gives me chills because of the fact that I'm glad the world is catching up to my thoughts.
And that's a lot. So today we have here with us Elwanda Ray.
Elwanda Ray.
Did we get that right?
That's correct.
All right.
Elwanda.
Elwanda.
E-L.
E-L.
You know what that means?
Tell me.
Ain't nobody told you?
Tell me.
You're a creator.
All right.
You got some abilities here.
Yeah.
This is from something from God. There, you got to be careful when you see that L.
So who are you?
My name is Elwanda Ray. I'm a woman of faith.
Okay.
I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And I'm many things. I'm resilient. I'm an encourager.
Okay.
I'm compassionate. There's a lot of things about me.
Well, I'm glad you toned it up because you kind of intimidating too because the way you was looking like, look, so no, soften up a little bit now. Don't scare me now. You know,
So tell us about your career.
My career. I'm a correction officer. I've been in the department
there
for...
What did she got? It makes sense now. I'm like, what's wrong with this?
I've been in the department...
Dominate us. Okay. You got to be dominant to do that.
I've been in the department for 21 years.
Oh,
For 21 years.
Wow.
In 2018, I was statewide, first African-American statewide correction officer of the year for the state of Michigan.
Wow.
And I truly have to say that I truly love my job. I love the career that I've chosen.
Wow.
It's my passion.
Okay.
It's my passion. It's more than just public safety and security. I love my job. I love what I do.
Wow. That is phenomenal. Yeah. So, in corrections, right?
Yes.
Because, you know, we got to talk about this.
Okay.
No, it makes sense now how your toughness, because, you know what I'm saying? Because when you say, sit down, lock that door, it's got to happen, right? So you got to have a little authority in your voice to say it.
No, sir. It's not what you say.
It's
how you say it.
Okay.
I have compassion. I understand.
Okay.
I'm misunderstood by some,
Uh-huh.
but respected by all.
Wow.
And it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay.
And you have to have compassion no matter what you do.
Right.
And if you love what you do, it is what it is.
You're a true professional because you see what you just did, right? You just took me down. and you know, and you did it smoothly, right? Because you know, I was about to hammer you, and then you made me put my hammer down and listen to what you had to say and calm down. And then you lowered your voice, which made me like, I'll go and shut the door.
I think I need to practice some of those too. So,
true professional.
Tell us about why you chose corrections as a career.
Well, I was a single mother in the beginning, and I wanted the best for my daughter. And at that time, I was on aid. I really didn't know what it was that I wanted because I was 18 years old. I didn't have no goals, you know, and I decided to go to college because I had a friend that was going to college. And she encouraged me to go, and I went and enrolled. And when I got there, I met someone, and they encouraged me to go off into criminal justice, and that's the career. And then from there on, I have a mentor. I like to say her name is Ora Carter. And from there on, my journey with the department has been amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of myths.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first of all, there's a lot of women who have came before you to put you in that platform. So you stand on their shoulders.
Yes.
Do you take pride in that?
I take pride in it.
Yeah, because
I take pride in it.
okay,
I do. And I'm grateful.
okay,
I'm grateful to God for giving me this position, because there are a lot of myths in everything.
absolutely.
But it's all about the way that you carry yourself. I set the tone how people treat me. You just can't treat me no any kind of way.
Okay,
So I
Right.
own it. I
Right.
own
Right.
it.
Own it.
right. And so you said that treat people any kind of way, and the compassion that I hear in your
Yes.
voice also. How was it to go into a men's prison? You talk about women. You're going into a men prison with probably some of the most heinous people on the earth, and yet you are able to maintain compassion.
Yeah. Well,
How does that happen?
I love, and humanity is humanity.
Okay.
And I treat people the way that I want to be treated. And
Okay.
I treat them with respect. They are still human beings, no matter what they have done.
Right.
I'm not there to mistreat. I'm there to build. I'm there to encourage. I'm there to show love, and that's what I do.
Okay.
So I sing happy birthday. Some people look down upon that, but you have to remember there are people that's incarcerated that no one has never said happy birthday to them. I say good morning. I encourage them to be better, because when they do come home, I want them to know that you are important,
Right.
and you are loved, and you do have a birthday if you make it to the next year, and you have.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Yes. So the corrections officer of the year,
2018.
2018.
Yes.
Okay. How does this happen? What is this? What they decide, that you're the best correctional person in the world, and we're gonna say Wanda Ray. Do y'all vote for this here? How does this happen?
Yes, there's a committee that all the facilities, they have an officer of the facility of the year, but then they have overall for the state, all the correction officer, they have a committee, and the top is the
We're
top.
gonna we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get into this here and really get understanding. Because that's like a Grammy. That's like a Grammy.
On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell focuses on educational, humorous, and insightful topics based on extraordinary lives of real people. Each episode provides real talk from real people.
Felt rejected, being newly divorced, and I didn't want my kids to feel like they'd missed something in life. So I went above and beyond to make sure that they would have no.
I had just been doing the catering, small and part-time, and she just left to come on full-time, and everything shut down. So imagine losing, literally we lost, 80% of our income.
Wow. I love that. The ladybug and
The
butterfly.
butterflies.
Join Shuntai Hill, a certified counselor, and Johnell Allen Bay, a life coach and relationship expert, weekly for On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay are the king and queen of relationships. Each week, the couple engages their audience with hot, sexy topics about relationships for the grown and sexy. The show is interactive, fun, and
Our
real.
next topic. I got drunk. Hold on. I got drunk the other night, and my girl grabbed my ears from behind. So she was behind him, grabbed his ears, and then he smacked her. I immediately apologized, but to be honest, I meant it, and I knew it was her. I felt horrible about hitting her, but I felt good at the same time. What's up with this?
Tune in weekly to She Say, He Say with Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay. For more information, visit shesayhesay.media.
And welcome back to On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. So today we have with our guest, Wanda Ray, who is a correction officer who received a high-ranking award,
Yeah.
which is the Correction Officer of the Year in 2018 in the state of Michigan. She was the first to be recognized as an African-American woman in a male-dominated field.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Man.
tell us more about working in a male-dominated field. What has the struggles or challenges been for you to rise to the position that you've rose to? It had to be tough.
Well, it can be tough, but you have to remember who you are. And I know who I am.
Okay.
And my mother made sure that we knew who we were coming up. So you don't change and being for anybody. You stand strong in your faith and what you know and do the right thing. Treat people with respect, no matter who they are, because you never know who you're entertaining. You never know who you're entertaining.
Ain't that something?
Yes. I love that.
I like that bridge that I'm going to make a bridge here because you say you never know who you may be entertaining. So, Johnell,
Right.
you encountered Mrs. Ray at one point in your life.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Some years ago, I ran into you, you know.
Wow.
And wow, I think 2005, you know. No, 8. You know, I was at the Thumbs Correctional Facility.
Wow.
Wow, see? And you never know who you're going to run into and how things swing on the other side. So now, you know, I just opened the door for you to come in.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
You hear that? I opened the door. So, absolutely.
So being able to treat people with dignity and respect because you never know who you may encounter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and another thing is that it's authentic. The person that you have spoke on, I can from the outside say that I know that that's correct.
Wow.
You know, and I think that's the biggest part for a person can validate you when you don't know or you wasn't looking to be validated. And so we're able to validate that she's authentic and was true to the game.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
That's okay.
Get some-
That's okay.
That's key. You know,
So when Johnell mentioned, he said she's a solid person,
absolutely.
very good person, and people watch you when you don't even realize it.
Right.
And the fact that you're right here on our couch, and he was an inmate in one of the prisons that you were an officer in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So we
and-
love the work that you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
let's get her some tissue.
Yeah, please.
Let's get her some
Because I
tissue.
told you it counts days.
So
It's so reassuring to me that even in the worst situation, that God plants people in place for a purpose. So, you know, and I thank you for being the person who allowed God to use you at 18 years old to be put in place to make sure that a guy named Johnell was able to come through and come out and be productive. So that's good.
Richard is bringing you on something. There you go.
This
There you
wasn't
go.
planned, so we didn't know that this was
right.
going to happen here. I apologize. I studied the bio, and when I looked into it, I didn't know that my co-host would detect some things and be able to put this. But it's still important that On the Couch is about ordinary people with extraordinary stories. And Miss Ray is an extraordinary person.
So we're going to take a break.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to hear about the amazing projects that you're working on in your community silently. And hopefully we can get some people to know about it so we can help you. Okay?
Thank you.
On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell focuses on educational, humorous, and insightful topics based on extraordinary lives of real people. Each episode provides real talk from real people.
Felt rejected, being newly divorced, and I didn't want my kids to feel like they missed something in life. So I
Okay.
had went above and beyond to make sure that they would have no
I had
life.
just been doing the catering, small and part time, and she just left to come on full time, and everything shut down. So imagine losing. I mean, literally, we lost 80% of our income.
Wow. I love that. The ladybug and
The
butterfly.
butterflies.
Join Shuntai Hill, a certified counselor, and Johnell Allen Bay, a life coach and relationship expert, weekly for On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay are the king and queen of relationships. Each week, the couple engages their audience with hot, sexy topics about relationships for the grown and sexy. The show is interactive, fun, and
Our
real.
next topic. I got drunk. Hold on. I got drunk the other night, and my girl grabbed my ears from behind. So she was behind him, grabbed his ears, and then he smacked her. I immediately apologized, but to be honest, I meant it, and I knew it was her. I felt horrible about hitting her, but I felt good at the same time. What's up with this?
Tune in weekly to She Say, He Say with Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay. For more information, visit shesayhesay.media.
And welcome back to On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. I'm Shuntai Hill.
And I'm Johnell Allen Bay, who needed a break for real.
And
Thank you.
Yeah. On the couch with us today is Elwanda Ray. I'm all tied up here. He was a correction officer in the state of Michigan. And we're talking now about some of the great work that she is doing in the community. So share with us some of the projects that you are working on.
Well, I have some projects that I'm working on. The ladybug and the butterfly groups. And that's when you bring the women in and to speak with the young women. Because a lot of time you find that young women are broken as well as the older women are broken. But nobody want to tell their story. But if you bring them together, we listen to them, and then we share our story. There's no big I's and little U's, but let them know that we've made the same mistakes that you have made, and we are still making mistakes. Mm-hmm. And to encourage them that they can do, no matter what mistakes that you've made, that you can do better, you can excel in life, whatever it is that you want to do. But the choice is up to you. You're not defined by what somebody say about you, who you are. You're defined about who you say you are.
Okay.
So that's what it's about.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's key. So, be careful about calling and labeling yourselves these names that you ain't got no business calling yourselves, okay? Yes. Because if you can't respect you, don't expect nobody outside you to respect you, okay? So I love that. The ladybug and
The
butterfly. So you a butterfly.
Yes, I am.
Okay, then.
Yes,
I just want to make sure I identify, because you might, some still growing. Like me, I'm an old caterpillar right now. I got some steps to go, before I come out of this here. So you talk about the importance of sharing that into community with young women. Mm-hmm. How do you connect to women who are more advanced, but maybe don't really understand exactly their self-worth yet? Because we got a lot of that. We got a lot of grown women who are trying to still figure this thing out. What's your advice?
To thine own self be true. Before you can be true to anyone, you first must be true to yourself.
Okay.
A lot of us, we're just hiding. We're just hiding, and we're trying to play catch up. Uh-huh. But if you just be who you are, stop trying to be somebody else. Just be who you are. If you hurting, you hurting. Mm-hmm. But don't just stay there. Get up and rise above. Right. And then talk. You don't tell everybody your business, because it's not for everybody to know. But right. You got to have somebody that you can rely and you can talk to, you can confide in. Because it's even when we appear to have it all together, I may be sitting here on this couch, I don't have it all together, but I'm still learning. I'm still growing. And that's what I teach my young daughters too, because I have two that I'm so proud of. Mm-hmm. And they're young adults. And they, Mama, how you, Mama? Mama, well, just keep on growing. Mm-hmm. I make mistakes, but just keep on going. Don't stop. Don't quit.
Well, that's a universal. Hold on, that's a universal principle because that applies for men too. So I don't want you to think that's exclusively a woman thing. You know, we need the same advice. So I want you to look in that camera and give the men that advice too. Say it in that camera and speak up so they can hear what you're saying, Wanda.
I just want them to be encouraged. Train your minds to be stronger than your emotions, because if you don't, you'll lose everything. Train your minds to be stronger than your emotions, because if you don't, you'll lose everything.
Wow. Now, that's powerful there. So we were talking earlier, and I want to get back into it because I don't think y'all understand what happened in 2018 for Wanda Ray. Because that's like the Grammy, you know, that's walking away with everything. And they actually take a picture of you and they put it somewhere in a facility. So everybody going, for the rest of the existence of that correctional place, your face is in the place. How do you feel about that? Is that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
It's so unreal.
Right.
You know, but this is just me. And I'm misunderstood a lot of times, but my passion is my passion, and I love people. And I love people I just love people.
Okay.
Okay.
So you mentioned early on about mentors. How important is it for mentors to have one?
Oh, it's very important, because you can talk to that person. That person can encourage you. Like Ora Carter, she's just like everything to me in the department. And she's my star.
Okay.
She's my star. She encourages me when I'm having bad days to let me know that it's not going to always be like this, to keep on going. Because sometimes you have to go behind the scene and fix your makeup and fix your tie and stuff, but you still have to keep on going, because again, so many people are watching you and you do not even know, because I encounter so many hundreds and hundreds of men each day, and I don't know that all these, because I never would have known. And that brought joy to my heart, because that's what I do. I choose to make a difference. I get up every morning to make a difference in somebody's life.
Wow.
And it just made my day to even hear that I made somebody's day, or I've encouraged somebody, because that's what I want to do. I want to make a difference. I get up to make a difference, so I'm glad that I have made a difference. You know, it's hard to speak about yourself, but to hear somebody else say things about you, like, wow, that's me. So.
And I was glad to be in the position too. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, at this time, we'll ask if we have any audience members' questions. We can take at least one.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I just want to say the testimony and the story was awesome. And what's on my heart is, many are the plans of man, but it is God's purpose that prevails. So his purpose will always prevail.
Wow.
I received that.
I don't know. You know, one thing about On the Couch is we always attract some spiritual people.
Yes, we do.
You know, for some reason, we always got an anointing in the building when we're here. So I'm thankful. We're thankful for you and the contributions you've made, because you have made any person who has hue in them, as a female and a man, proud. I'm proud of this moment in this time that you were able to have that platform. And 20, 21, 22, 23, until you retire, you will always be Correction Officer of the Year to us. So thank you.
Yes, you will. You are definitely a gem.
Yes. And tell us how they contact your nonprofit or what you got going.
How can people get involved?
Okay. You can go to Jonas Big Mama at yahoo.com. It's JONASBIGMAMA at iCloud.com.
How'd you come up with that, Jonas Big Mama? Where'd that come from?
Jonas is my grandson.
Oh,
my
okay.
3-year-old.
Okay.
And I'm his big mama. I'm old school,
All
so I'm a
right,
big
all right.
mama.
There
I'm
you
not
go. Okay,
glam
then.
mom. I'm big mama. So
Okay, then.
Jonas big mama.
See, you always got to ask about the story because I made assumption that Jonas was your big mama. So, all right, your contribution to her. So, thank you, Jonas'
Thank you.
big mama. We appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on the show today, and thank you for tuning in to
Thank you.
another episode.